Hey everyone, my name is Natul Middlebrook. I'm with Hug Mission Market, and at Hug we're passionate about inspiring people like you to use your purchasing power for good. And today we're going to do a little bit of inspiring you to cook with fair trade ingredients. So I'm starting off with a Monte Cristo sandwich. Now, if you know what a Monte Cristo is, it is a very rich sandwich. It's usually deep fried, but we're gonna be doing a little light pan frying, and it's usually stuffed with Swiss cheese and ham and turkey and traditionally served with raspberry jelly. So let's get started. So I have a thick white hearty bread because traditionally it's made with white bread. I really don't usually buy white bread, but you know, the Monte Cristo, if you're going bad, you might as well go all the way bad, right? So 2 slices of bread. I have some thin sliced ham, some thin sliced turkey, about 3 slices each. And then I found this amazing Chipotle Gouda at the grocery store. And I think it's just gonna be the perfect combination with our raspberry jelly. So I'm going to start with these 2 slices of bread. And the raspberry jelly that I am using today is, I have it right here, it's from Crofters. And if you want to learn what I did to this jelly to make it extra terrific, then I'm inviting you to look at our blog at Hug Mission Market. But Crofters, I really love this brand because they use premium ingredients and they use organic produce, but they also use fair trade sugar. So you know I'm passionate about fair trade, supporting people and planets. So it's really a great jam. I used to buy mine at Whole Foods, but now my local grocery store carries it. So the trick to the Monte Cristo, there's several tricks actually, but you really want to overstuff it, right? It's a really nice hearty sandwich. And so I'm putting the ham, and then I'm going to layer, can y'all see, some of the Gouda in between, and then I'm going to put turkey and then another slice of Gouda. Oh, my turkey's running away. So I'm putting it on here, and then I'm gonna cover it, and then I'm gonna smash it with my plate because you really, really, really wanna make it dense and kind of flatten it out here. See? And then after you've flattened it out, I'm gonna trim the edges because, face it, not a whole lot of people like the crust, and what it does is kind of creates a seal around the sandwich. So you're not really losing too much of the goodness there. As I'm cutting this, I'm gonna let you know a little bit about the jelly. This jelly, I infused it with habanero chili, and this is from a company called Burlap and Barrel, and it's 2 guys who travel the world and go and find small farmers who are farming species or variety of ingredients that we don't have access to, and then they don't have access to the marketplace, and so they come and support these farmers, pay them a fair wage, and then bring their beautiful product here. So this particular chili that I have right here is called habanero chili. It's from Guatemala, from a particular region in Guatemala, but it's kind of peachy, kind of fruity, but it's spicier than a serrano pepper. It's almost as spicy as cayenne. And I tasted it before I did this, and you know how cayenne, sort of the heat just kind of goes down your throat? Well, the heat kind of stays in your mouth for a little bit, but then it fizzles, and you're left with kind of the fruity notes. It is an amazing chili, and you don't even have to be a chili connoisseur, but what I did was I infused it in the jelly so that you get an extra layer of spiciness in your sandwich. And so you're probably thinking, my kids don't eat spicy. Well, you can not do that. You can choose to not put the pepper, but you could also, come on, train your kids to like spicy food. I'm from South Texas. We train our kids to like salsa at the Mexican restaurant because it's cheaper than getting queso, and it's part of South Texas life. So my kids will eat this, trust me. So in a little bit, I'm gonna show you how to dip it in the batter and give it a light pan fry, and we're gonna get to enjoy the sandwich. So you don't want your batter too eggy, right? You don't really want it to be a breakfast sandwich. You just want it to have like a nice crust. And so all I'm doing is just stirring 1 egg, and then I'm putting about a 1/4, no, just kidding, a 1/2 cup of almond milk, because that's what I had. but I cooked it with almond milk before. It comes out delicious. You really do want to give it a good stir. I learned from a movie, it was like Sarah Jessica Parker years ago, like it's just all on the wrist, right? And you don't have to like use your entire arm just to give it a good stir. Oh, crud, that wasn't supposed to happen, but I'm not gonna edit the video. So I'm just gonna keep stirring, and then I'm going to dip. Just kidding, you need to see that too. So I'm going to lightly dip. You don't really want it to soak it all up because you don't want a soggy sandwich. And then I'm just gonna lightly dip it on the other side. And then my butter is totally ready. And then I'm gonna put the sandwich in like about a tablespoon of butter. Do y'all hear that sizzle? Doesn't it sound so wonderful? So I'm gonna let that do its thing for about 3 minutes on each side. Then I'm gonna pull it out and show you how to serve it. Okay, so I am pulling my Monte Cristo sandwich onto a plate. And so I toasted it or lightly fried it for about 3 minutes on each side. I don't know if it's too bright. Let me adjust the lighting. Okay, a little bit right there. So you can see, you really want to make sure that the cheese in the middle is nice and melted and that it's warm all throughout the inside. And then I'm gonna cut this sandwich in half with my serrated knife. Look at the inside. Look at that goodness. You've got turkey, ham, the Gouda cheese, and it is nice and warm. I've heated up my raspberry jelly because it's traditionally dipped in the jelly. And then some people like to put a little bit of powdered sugar in it. I don't need it. I can take it or leave it, but you know, it does look pretty. So we always like to eat pretty food. And there you have it, a delicious Monte Cristo sandwich made with fair trade ingredients so you can feel pretty good about eating this and not worry so much about the calories. So if you want to learn more, if you want to get more details on the recipe, be sure to check out Hug Mission Market blog. The recipe will be up. Talk to you later.